time do some more interior work on Ol Merv here, and you probably already guessed what that is. Now, yes, I did go ahead and buy some carpet. I couldn't find a half mat like what I pulled out of this one, and the old one was just too brittle and breaking apart and falling apart as is. So, being me, I can't leave well enough alone. I just broke down and got some carpet for it. Hopefully that won't take away from it too much. Be a little bit more comfortable on the interior anyway. It won't be probably honestly that noticeable, I'm hoping. Now another thing I did get for this thing is that Z-gate shifter right there. And the reason for that is, one, this being a standard truck, there's nothing on the column and there's no shifter for it. Two, well, that has reverse lockout and it only upshifts one gear at a time, so we're not going to accidentally hit it too hard, you know, go for first to drive or neutral or whatever. So it's a little bit on the safe side, and yeah, it probably will. Someone look inside there and be like, oh wait, why's that got that shifter in it again? So, you know, that's just something just going to have to live with on this project. Not too big of a deal. And one other thing I'm going to try to do today for the appearance, well, you can call it appearance, functionality, but the driver's door there, it sags horribly. The pin is completely worn out, it's hard to shut, and yeah, it makes it look like an old beater, but I want to be able to shut the door, make sure it seals right, especially with the newer carpet in it, and I really don't want to have the hassle trying to slam that door and shut it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a pin bushing repair kit on it and get that set up where I can just easily shut the door and not have to worry about it. But there's a few other things on the inside I'll probably take care of while I'm there. Maybe set up the gauges. I'm going to cover the hole in the floor where the shifter used to be after I get the carpet laid down. Then I'm just going to kind of determine from the driver position of where the best place would probably be for that shifter, and take into consideration, do I want to allow the seat to adjust still, or do I just want to just leave where it's at? I guess it just depends on where that shifter lands, and that's another reason I got that shifter. As you can see, it actually should start and park from the low position and then be in the upright position at the lowest gear, whereas some of the other ones, they start at the upright position and park and then pull back down. With the bench seat in this, I figured that'd also be a good option. So I want to make sure that I can reach forward, pull it out of park, but yet still maybe have a room for adjustment. But first thing first, I'm going to take the seat out and lay this carpet down. So let me just roll right into that. placed, kind of get an idea of where I want to put it. That way, well, I can just bolt it down once and be done. Now what I will do is use some zip screws and actually temporarily put it in place and double check it. That way I can use the zip screw holes, drill them out, put the bolts in, but also I can kind of, instead of keep drilling and drilling, at least I'll have some smaller holes. Honestly, it looks like that this seat's gonna stay where it's at, because any further forward, I ain't got much room here. So now there it is. Ol Merv's getting closer and closer. Now obviously it didn't do the door pins today. Light's starting to run out. It's starting to get cold because it's technically still winter time when I'm doing this. So between that, today is more or less my half day at work. So I had just had a couple hours after work before the sun went down and got cold again to actually get some of this done. What I didn't show you was actually bolting down the shifter and routing the cable under, because I had to wait until I got some help to actually bolt it down, because my arms were nowhere near long enough to hold the nut on the bottom side and tighten down the top side. So waited for a little bit of help, got it once it's bolted on, slid the carpet back under these, tighten everything back down, put the cover on, which apparently you have to trim those covers. Did not know that. I figured they would have been made to fit on that one, but it's a little different. And as you saw, I had to remove the Carter pin on the shifter rod in order to get the little chrome cover on and pop it in place. So that was a little tricky. I've never actually had the Z-gate before, never dealt with one of those. Usually the ones I've always had have the rubber boot on them, and that's actually a lot easier to do. But like I said, on this one, it doesn't come back and down, so it does not get away the bench seat. And it's actually pretty good where it's at. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to push the seat forward. For me, that's not a problem. I'm pretty tall. But if someone pretty short got behind the wheel and had to scoot it forward, well, to be honest, it's not moving forward. And in fact, actually, I wish the seat would move back a little bit more, because I still need some leg room in that thing. But you know what? Carpet's in, shifter's installed. Shifter's kind of somewhat hidden. You can honestly see it. So there's that. The carpet, it looks good in there, but with that bench seat, it still gives it that junker truck look, which I'm going to try to keep that. I may end up doing something with the bench seat. Not sure yet. It depends on what's in the budget. I may just leave the seat completely alone. That way if someone looks inside, they just go, how'd they put that shifter in that thing? But there it is. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.